everybody, welcome to my shed on a very rainy day. I'm here to talk to you about my next book, The Gin O'Clock Club, which is out in ebook and audiobook and out in paperback in August. It is an intergenerational story, so it's about the very lovely grieving Teddy, who's just lost his wife, and his granddaughter, the very stressed and busy Lottie. Lottie is running around like a headless chicken for most of the book, trying to just hold her life together. She's got a boyfriend who's lovely, she's got a job that she loves but she's incredibly ambitious about. She's very worried about her granddad, who her grandparents really brought them up, but her grandmother was really at the heart of the family, so she's worried about him. She's worried about being a rubbish bridesmaid to her best friend, and she's just generally scurrying around, not really knowing where to invest her energy and how to keep it together. And her granddad Teddy has had this wonderful life with his best friend who has sadly died, and the letters that he writes to her are littered throughout the book. And he's navigating, I suppose, a whole new way too. He's navigating his own grief. He's navigating being the adult in his granddaughter's life and having to be a bit more emotionally open, which I think he really struggles with. And he's also got a group of friends who are the golfing Gin O'Clock Club, and they meet every Friday, drink gin, and are wonderfully joyous and great fun. And we meet all of those characters in it, and they essentially encourage Lottie and her boyfriend Luke to go on very old-fashioned courting dates, and in return they will all go on Tinder and try out the modern way of dating. So you get this really wonderful story where you have got young people benefiting from old people, and old people getting a glimpse into sort of some of the things going on. So we've got a bit of a feminist storyline in there as well. I really hope that it cheers you up, because I know at the moment everything's a bit grim, and I really wanted this book to be a feel-good, wonderful read. It's very much inspired by my own granddad, who was the most joyful human being I could know. He was an extraordinary man. He was born in Poland and he escaped on literally the eve of World War II. Travelled through Europe, stopping in Rome because, darling, when you go through Europe you have to stop in Rome, and stopping in Paris, I think, to have some love affair, before landing in this country and flying planes for the UK, and just being an extraordinary human being. And he was such an inspiration growing up, because despite the fact that actually he was in a reasonable amount of pain towards the end of his life, he had lost half a leg and suffered from phantom pains. Despite the fact that some of his good friends had died, he always wanted to gossip with younger people. He wanted to be joyful. He wanted to tell good, funny stories that were quite naughty. He wanted a good drink. It was so lovely to see my mum and her brother be so close to their father, and he was just a really inspiring person to be around. So I really hope you enjoy it. The Gin O'Clock Club, it's coming, well, it's out now. It's coming in August paperback. Please, if you do read it, let me know what you think. I know that Lottie can be difficult. She is incredibly, horribly true to life, I think, at times when I've been at my worst and I've been my busiest. But I really hope that you fall in love with her as well, or you're rooting for her throughout the book. And yeah, I hope you fall in love with the whole Gin O'Clock Club. Bye.